Told you guys I'd come back and do at least one more live before the hurricane. So that's what we're here to do. And, you know, it's very important that we get our people taken care of during this time. It's our law enforcement people. Because, you know, these guys don't get a break. So they're not sending you guys home today?
No, not yet.
So, all right. We're going to start this off by using the saber. And I have a 3/5 blade on here. I've never used this blade, by the way. I actually just went and got this from Kenny Station. And we'll see how well it cuts. Pretty damn good. So how's everybody doing? Checking in with you guys. Look, so far, we've been getting rain for like 2 days straight. So that kind of sucks because now we're going to get even more rain from the hurricane. So it's going to wreak havoc upon the golf courses in this area. And it's just gloomy, man. It's gloomy out there. But on the bright side of things, it's not as bad as it could be. A lot of places are suffering a lot worse than us. And I really hope that this hurricane don't cause more damage to those poor people that were already tore up by Milton. Whatever the hell it was. Helene. Yeah, then they need to get tore up by Milton afterwards. All right, y'all, so we're going to set this in here. If you notice, I'm actually flicking up and out. These damn trimmers are cutting super short, so if you've ever stamped in a harsh guideline and had trouble getting it out, I'm going to show you guys some tricks here for that. But this blade is cutting super close. So these are like modified blades pretty much. This company, 3/6. I feel like it's definitely cutting really close, but I also feel like it's almost taking me like an extra second longer than it would take normally. Another way you guys could put in this guideline, if you weren't as comfortable, is you could take whatever clipper you plan on doing your haircut with, put it in the closed position, and you can put your line in with this. Now, the advantage to doing this line's going to be a little bit easier to get out. The disadvantage to doing this is going to be adding an extra step where you might not want to add the extra step. So if you notice, guys, I like to jump over to this side before I complete that loop around the back here. And I pretty much just do that because it's just a little bit easier for me to make sure I'm pretty even on both sides versus just kind of like going to one side and guessing. So if you were going to go that route and make it a little bit easier on yourself, you can actually take your trimmer underneath, go up to your line, flick up and out, and then you're going to be in business. So what you're going to notice too with like really sharp blades, like this blade is the type of blade that this blade's meant for making like really sharp lines. Generally when you over sharpen a blade or you sharpen a blade a lot, what happens is it actually struggles removing bulk, which I can kind of feel a little bit. So I'm going to go back to just a regular stock blade on one of the cheapest trimmers we got. And to be honest with you guys, somebody's asking me what's my go-to trimmer. This Rebel has been so trusty lately that I have not been picking up practically anything else. I'm using the Saber clipper. I love the Saber trimmer. I do think it's probably the best trimmer you're ever going to find. But if you're on a budget and you want something that performs great, I mean, damn, dude, it's kind of hard to beat this little Rebel right here. I got to be perfectly honest with you guys. I picked this up probably more than anything else. Maybe it's the shape, maybe it's the noise, maybe it's the performance. I probably use this more than anything. So now that we've got all this cleared out, this guy here, he's got a big head. No, he's got thick hair. I'm just teasing. He's got some really thick hair, and a lot of electric shavers will struggle with this. You guys want to do a little shootout? We can use the FX1 versus the Instinct. I know it's not fair. That's like comparing a Ferrari to a pickup truck, but we can do it, and let's see which one is better. And we're gonna get it from his perspective too. I'll ask him which one he felt he thinks feels better, and he won't know which one is which. And he don't have a horse in this race either. You know, I am sponsored by Stylecraft, but I'm gonna tell you guys, this electric shaver, it's not just like a little better than other electric shavers. Like it's a quantum leap forward in the technology. So here we go. We'll go over here, fish for this right here. This is the FX1. Give it a quick spray because I stole it from a different station. We actually have a bunch of these floating around the shop. I got a whole drawer full over there of different tools that we really don't use too much, but they're good tools all the same. And I pretty much pull them out mostly when it's time to do like a comparison. So let's compare these two shavers. So first one here, just to make it fair. Now have a look at that. That's definitely cut pretty close. There's a little bit of residual here, moving a couple different ways. That's pretty much, how'd that feel? Pretty good? Feels good. Okay. So here's the next one here. Same amount. Look at that. You ain't getting nothing here. You're not getting anything here. So, I mean, when I tell you guys that this is the wave, I'm not lying here. The thickest part of the haircut, done in seconds, and then we'll flip this upside down, and I'm gonna start kind of flicking and trying to feather into where I went with my trimmer line. But as far as like all this area here, that didn't take but a half a second to do with this. So that's why I'm using this a lot. So again, if I switch to the other one, really good for the sides. I gotta say, like this one here is pretty nice for the sides. Very easy to get this in to those little hard to reach spots. But at the same time, I'm finding myself going over it a little bit more to get it where I want to get it. So both great tools. I would just say, like when you're in the open roads, when you're trying to hit all that hair and get it done quickly, it's kind of hard to beat this here shaver. This is called the Instinct Shaver. You can usually find these for around $200. And if you guys want to purchase one, you guys can use my code Eddie. You can save 15% off your purchase with Stylecraft. And these are available. They're not, they were sold out for a while, but they're back available. One of the things I've noticed with this is, like, in order to get people to kind of like experience this, you really almost got to put this in their hands. Everybody thinks they know what they're gonna get out of this, and they're wrong. It's crazy. So I see we got a couple morons in the room. Welcome, morons. Know nothings and do-gooders. So we'll just go ahead and we'll ignore them. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna actually start this blend out here. I got a number 2 on here. I want a 1.5. So let's see if I got the 1.5 on the detachable. Indiana is really in the house. We appreciate you, buddy. So we're gonna start here by going up and off the head, and I'm gonna actually switch to a comb. Kind of like a little reverse clipper of a comb move I'm about to pull right here. So look, if I push this down, right, and I push this up at the same time, like if the hair is longer, this little technique works pretty good to kind of start the blend a little bit. And obviously this is gonna be a higher fade. If this hair was longer. Yeah, you getting all these text messages?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of follow the shape of this crown. What's kind of nice about using this 1.5 on a detachable is it just makes it a little bit easier, especially because we're about to do the hard part. We're about to do the hard part right here. Could have asked me to hand it to you. I would have got it for you. Is that all your girlfriend's texting you?
No, it's about the hurricane.
It's about the hurricane. So, just for those of you guys who are in the room, we're actually in Naples, Florida. As of right now, they got this storm hitting Tampa, so we're gonna catch a little bit of this, and it's supposed to be a little bit later tonight. That's why I put the hurricane stuff. And every hurricane, I've went live and done some haircuts. So we've been through quite a few hurricanes in this area, and it doesn't really look like this one's gonna be a crazy impact to us. Which one was it? Were you here for Wilma?
No.
No?
I missed that.
Well, it was either Wilma or Charlie. One of them, like, it was kind of a projection like this, right? It was going to go right along the coast of Florida. It wasn't going to bother nobody. And then it just made a right-hand turn and just smashed into, I think it was Charlie that got us twice, or maybe it was Wilma. Got us twice. It went through, made a circle, and came back and hit us again. That's a bitch move for a hurricane. They're like, no, we didn't get you all. That was back when they had like stapled roofs here. You know, back before they had all these crazy codes. Now you can't build a shoebox outside without getting 4 people from the government involved. So true. All right, you guys. We got this blow dryer here. I actually got to plug it in. They work a lot better when you plug them in. But this here's the new Instinct blow dryer. And it has a very high velocity turbine in here. It's actually 40 millimeter turbine fan in here. It does a really good job of just knocking all them loose hairs off. I can feel how powerful it is. Blowing you around. Then get the fuck out of my live, 3JI, whatever the fuck your stupid name is. I had enough of this guy talking like a chihuahua. Like, bro, ain't nobody forced you to be in here. All right, you guys, here we go. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna knock this top down. I'm gonna take this with the scissors. One of the reasons why I'm doing it like this is because I wanna see where I start from, and I wanna see where I end at. So, here we go, guys. And yes, you can find this at your local Home Depot. Oh, yeah, haircut's already looking bad. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you chiming in about something you know nothing about. Yo, hold up. Get him, Kenny.
What is going on in here,
Get
bro?
him, Kenny. It's my
What is
security
it?
guy.
Cut that man's hair already, cause you got bro looking bad. WCJ Havi. What are you, like Arabic, bro?
All right, bro. Back it up.
You're
Got
right.
the breathe right.
Get you right, dog. Get you right, son.
All right, here we go, y'all.
Get you right, Public Enemy.
We're going to start right here. I'm going to do a little bit of a mohawk guideline here, and we're going to take a little bit off. A lot of you guys like to point cut a lot, right? But when you point cut, there's no point to point cutting your guideline. That makes no sense at all to me. You can point cut if you want. After you put your guideline in, that makes sense. You know, if I want to point cut so I can get some of this hair to kind of flow over this way, if I put my shears in this way, right? Hair pushes hair, it's actually going to help this go over a little bit easier. So, right here, we got our guideline right there. My point cut, come this way. And if you are cutting yourself a lot with the shears, one thing you'll probably notice when you watch me cut is I don't open my shears very much. Just enough to get some hair in there, that's it. You ain't gotta go crazy here. A lot of you guys also love to leave this side of a hard part, you love to leave this long. There's no great value in that. 151 people up in the house. Let's start smashing that like button, y'all. Start smashing that like button, please. Help your boy out. If you like if you like watching stuff like this, if you like being a part of something like this community is growing. The tutorial I dropped last night did really well. Thank you guys so much. So if you guys can hit that like button for me, there's 150 people in the room, only 4 likes. Like what is that, bro? YouTube's gonna look at this, almost 200 people. Almost 200 people in the room. What's up, bro? How are you? Almost 200 people in the room, and we got 6 likes. You see that? All right, here we go. We will blend this side in next. So if you look right here. Point cut, I got my shears also facing this way. So if I got my shears facing this way, right, it's gonna help the hair lay this way once it's done. So I'll go back up till I find my guide. Point cut it in, boom, boom. Coming on down. All right, here. I see my guide right here on this part of my knuckle, and I'm bringing it on in. Now, if you guys are interested in picking up anything that is not a Stylecraft tool, you guys can always use my code Eddie10 with Williamsport Barber Supply, and it'll give you 10% off. So you guys can find their link. Usually it's in the description. I believe it should be there. So, all right, you guys, I cut standing this way. Right? So that's horizontal. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna check it vertically. Once I check this vertically, I'm just looking for any mistakes. I really don't see too many. Looks pretty clean. Usually you'll see a little bit more than this. You can also take this time to texturize the hair a little further if you'd like. And then in the very front, we're gonna pick a couple vertical sections up and just make sure that we don't have any funky long ones. A lot of times you'll look at somebody's hair, like I see this on TV all the time, right? I'll look at somebody's hair and there'll be a bunch of long hair right here and it just be in like one little spot for no reason, right? And the reason is actually because when they cut the hair, they don't actually direct it out to 90 degrees. So if you notice, his scalp slopes this way a little bit towards the front. If I don't pull it out to 90 degrees, I'm not gonna get that haircut to where it needs to be. Instead, what they do is they pull it back and then they cut it, and that actually leaves it longer for no good reason. So, all right, you guys. A lot of dumb arguments in the chat here. I see the intelligence, the IQ level is through the roof in this room. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna keep on moving. We will take our comb. I like taking these combs that are like really flexible. And thank you for the 11 thumbs up from 200 people. You guys are all right. All right, here we go. We're just gonna lay that in there. And we're gonna cut and we're gonna start to blend. So right here, literally could just leave it on the angle that I put it in. As you guys can see, that fixes up that silhouette right there. And as you notice too, like I like to kind of like make sure that I have a pretty good, that I got a pretty good connection to the top in the parietal ridge area here. I know that I'll be able to remove that line and blend out this haircut, no problem. It's usually like little areas like this that are gonna give, like if you're a real professional, you're really good at fading, you're really good at cutting hair, the areas that you're gonna fight with a little bit more is usually the parietal ridge. True professionals, we don't really struggle with removing lines. We have our tools set up correctly. We have the right tools, so it makes it a little bit easier. All right, so now I got a nice even line all the way around the head. One other thing I could do, throw a little bit of hairspray in here. I'm gonna blow them off first, so got the studio blower here. Love that tool. So what we'll do now is I'm actually going to do that top line there. This way I got everything addressed. Then we'll go through with the blend. Like clearly your client doesn't like it. Yeah, that's why. How long have you been coming to me, Dennis?
5 years.
Yeah, that's why he's been coming to me for 5 years. That's why he's over here 7:30, 8 in the morning. While you sitting there making no money talking shit about some other man. You might need to recognize your own priorities, bro. It's beneath a man to talk shit about another man. You think I sit around at night thinking about you? I'll be sitting around at night thinking about you and your opinions? Come on. All right, I just messed with you guys. Yep, the haircut's just about done. That's a fade if I ever seen one. Some of you geniuses in here be like, oh my God, he really gonna leave him right there. He gonna leave that? He gonna leave that? He can do that. All right, for those of you who actually care, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pop open this. This is actually the Echo Crunch blade, and we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna set it in the open position. Smash that thumbs up if you guys are enjoying this. 200 people in the room, pretty good live. And we got a hurricane coming in literally later tonight. So I'm still trying to deliver this stuff to you guys. Yesterday we talked about a whole bunch of pet peeves. As I used a little bit of a C motion here, I'm gonna rock in my guideline. That's all I'm really doing right here, and I'll do this around the whole head. So yesterday we talked about some pet peeves that the barber, like your biggest pet peeves in the barber shop. And one of them is kind of funny, man. One of them that I really hate, like probably my number one pet peeve, is when I get a new client, which doesn't really happen very often. I've been doing the same people for about 10 years, so it's pretty rare for me to get a new client. But if I get a new client and they're trying to explain how they want their haircut, and instead of like sitting down and letting me spin them towards the mirror so I could like start combing their hair and see what can be done, they get right close to my face, this close, and they explain it real loud. Like, to me, that's a big annoying thumb. Yeah, thumb that one up, man. If that annoys you, smash the thumb up right there. All right, so we're just gonna put in our guideline. We're not really worried about trying to do too much here. I'm literally just putting the soft guideline. If you notice when a lot of times when you see me cut hair, you'll actually see me tip the clipper out some, and all that does is get the cutting blades a little further away from the scalp. So one thing that you guys got to realize, when you do this on accident, right? If I tip this out, I'm actually leaving the hair longer than an open taper, right? And as I get it closer, if I keep it flat and I keep it up against the head, I'm actually going to hit the length that I need to hit. So the trouble starts when you do this stuff inadvertently, when you don't know that you're doing it on accident. I bet you've been doing the same guys for 10 years. Yeah, I bet that means something different to you, don't it? Homo. Anyways. Y'all crack me up, man. Y'all really crack me up. All right, so we got our first checkpoint here. So let's check this out. We got the open taper guideline. We have a really soft guideline above that. And obviously this line is going to be really easy to blend out. So what we will do is we're going to jump to our number one, tight guard, and we're going to go ahead, we're going to pop it 2 clicks open. So I got it all the way closed. We're going to go back 1, 2. Now we're going to set our next checkpoint guideline in. More than likely, this is actually probably going to blend out the majority of what we have left. So in this step, just going to rock it off the parietal ridge.
I didn't even see for a little bit.
So you notice that softened it a little bit, which tells me that I can go ahead, I can close this all the way. Just using the corner. And if you notice your blend comes together really quickly, you're gonna notice that because you soft set your guidelines. So like if you notice how faint and soft set that guideline is, that's from that C motion. And that's why it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to soften it because I know I'm gonna come through with a couple more steps and we're gonna get it out. So right now with the number one, you can kind of engage in a little bit of the lever play, kind of move your lever up and down a little bit. And really, I'm just being guided by my number one barber tool, which is actually just my eyes, all right? I know it blows some of you guys, some of the know-nothings that are in this room that are clearly not barbers and have no clue what they're talking about. It probably blows their mind that a client asks for a high fade once in a while. Like, oh my God, can you imagine if somebody asked for that? Like, oh my God, how would I ever deal with that? Same thing over here, literally 2 clicks. This one you're gonna start to see your blend come together. This is kind of like one of my favorite parts. Still to this day, I've been cutting hair since 2003. And as I start to see the haircut come together, it's still like one of my favorite parts, man. So we got a couple choices we can make once we're done with this checkpoint here. But let's get this checkpoint done. We'll talk about what it is, and we'll talk about what our other 2 options are. So I know a lot of you guys are actually trying to learn how to cut hair. You guys are out here and you're like, hey, is it better to start from the top and work your way down with the blend, or is it better to start from the bottom and work your way up? Like, you guys got all these questions, right? And the truth is, really doesn't matter. It will work the exact same way, no matter how you do it. Smash the thumbs up, man, if you guys are learning something, if you guys are enjoying this haircut. If you like the fact that we're going live, we got 220 people up in the room. We will go back to our half guard. We can clean up the rest of this line, or we can go to our 1 1/2 guard because this is gonna be different on 2 different sides. Like when you do a hard part that actually has a line in it and you take it all the way up to the line, which is what he prefers, then that means that fade ends at 1.5. But over here, we actually have to blend a little bit more. So we might actually pick up a 1.5. So we have 2 different options. We can go for the half guard, which is what I prefer to do because it kind of keeps me in line with the things I'm doing. Or if you really were like being bothered by what you see up here, which I'm not, this actually looks really smooth. If you were you can switch to the 1.5 guard. So once again, always 2 clicks open, especially with the half guard. They're complimenting you, Dennis. Yeah. They're saying salute the client. He said, do your thing. He needs a drop fade next time. Everybody thinks. Bro, he is a law enforcement officer. You think he needs a drop fade? Really? Do you guys realize like how much work it is just to keep your hair cut as a law enforcement officer? Like they literally got to get their hair cut like once every 2 weeks. If he got a drop fade, he'd be in here every 3 days. You think he's got time for that?
Dennis does.
Yeah, he's got time for that. All right, now that we knocked out a lot of that, I'm checking, I'm looking for anything. Right here, see just a little bit. Feel free to move your lever around a little bit if you got to. That's looking good. Okay, now we're gonna knock out that bottom line. A couple different ways we could do this. I'm gonna actually start with this closed all the way. It's one of my favorite ways to do this. It usually allows me to skip a couple of steps. So I will do that. Close all the way. What's up, bro? And I'm literally just using my thumb to put a little pressure down. And I'm just using the corner. So we don't want to make a mistake by putting this in flat right here and make a mistake that's like 1.5 inches long. But I'd much rather just use the corner, and then if you do make a mistake, it's gonna be really small, easy to fix. So that's just with one pass using the corner. I'm gonna go through now and I'm gonna pop it open just a little bit. So one open. Repeat the same process, keeping a nice light hand. Pop it open again. Let's see how easy that is. This Echo Crunch blade is doing its thing. Keep going until you got it all the way open, guys. Then we'll still work this exact same step all the way around the back and sides, and I'm gonna tell you guys about the next barber pet peeve. One that I filmed yesterday. It's like, all right, if you are a mom, you bring your kid into the shop, right? One thing I really hate, if they give the kid like something sticky and sweet before I cut their hair. It's like, okay, now he's on a nice sugar high. He's definitely not gonna sit still. And now every time I cut some hair, it falls down on him, it's just sticking to him. That's no good. I really think that the reward should come after the haircut, not before. Now another one, when I'm cutting the hair and mom sticks her fingers in the hair, I hate that too. That's another big one. Wow, that guy should get kicked out of this room. Boom. Let's go ahead and remove my fool. See you later. Got himself kicked out, saying some inappropriate stuff. All right, here we go, guys. Same thing on this side. No differences. Just using that corner. Keep that going right around to the back. Now, if your clipper is not zero gap, this is going to be much harder for you to remove. We're going to go ahead and we're going to click it one more open. What's up, man? One more click open.
What? Can't be flipping, Dennis.
What you find over here? Oh, bulletproof vest? Just using the corner. Okay, next pet peeve, right? Client calls the shop. He says, hey, yo, who the best barber in there? That's just a disrespectful question. Like, you're gonna call somebody's shop and say that?
Yeah, why?
Or they come in and they say, hey, you guys know how to do a fade? Nah. No, we never heard of it. People will call and say them things too.
Yeah, I'm not really working that. No.
Seemed like lateness or no call, no show was like the #1 thing that you guys talked about that pissed you off.
No, the trooper and the Orange County officer, 26, and then an older Oriental thing next to them.
What are they saying in there?
I'm not even repeating some of the stuff that's being said in this room.
What are they saying, bro?
I have never actually I've never really had such a volatile goofball.
What is going on?
There's a lot of goofballs. In
Somebody said scissor kick him in the back of the head, homie.
Bro, people are just saying like whatever whatever pops into their brain.
Hey, you know what they say?
3-year-old.
IG can say bro doesn't like his First Amendment. Why does he sound like he did not pass 3rd grade?
Yeah. Probably
IG, you can say bro doesn't like his First Amendment. IG, this is YouTube, bro. What are you talking about? You're not even in the right app. What's going on?
All right, you guys. So we got a little bit of cleanup we're gonna do now. Now we got the base of our blend done. So now it's kind of like about going through, finding some different areas, and knocking it out. So
Somebody goes,
I read it.
my guy with the mega endorsed no strip.
There you go. You got a grandkid now.
Yeah, I'm sure if you come around with the hat, the comments are only gonna get better.
He goes, okay, boomer. Oh, man. Bro is not a client anymore. He's a victim. Special victims unit over here, bro. He says, you getting down, though, homie. Oh, we could get down with the get down. Dennis, close your ears. This is not a fray.
That's what happens when you get too many people up in the room. I remember back in the day where I go live and be happy to get like 20 people in the room. But they were like 20 people who were like good people
Yeah,
who
they
were like
wanted to
actually
learn.
smart, but like now you got like just kind of goofball peckerheads that are just kind of like, oh, someone's cutting some hair. I think I'll stop by here and grab some hate.
Somebody goes, $20 says the guy in the chair owns a tap out shirt.
Do you own a tap out shirt? Oh man. That'd been so great if you had one on.
You know you're leaking over there, right?
What's that guy came in yesterday and looked at it? He walks in, he goes like this.
That's it.
That's it. I was like, what the hell?
Absolute idiot.
That's it.
Nah, I don't want to be off the live. I'm happy, man. Whenever we got over 100 people in the live, you know, even if we got a few morons in here, it's all good.
Da Boy Leroy. I like that name. You sound like a Diddy victim. You got oil rubbed all over you, my boy.
All right, chill out. So you wind up getting us banned.
The guy in the chair, my bad. This is legitimate barber. That's a clean cut. That's a great cut. That's a great cut. That's what Dennis asked for.
Nah, these guys think Dennis asked for a drop fade, and then this just happened.
Did he
He
do
just
it?
fell out of a cop car, and this happened here.
Ew, whoa, what is going on? Somebody said fart in my eye, respectfully. No Diddy.
I really don't think I've ever had a live where they get this crazy. This is like, bro, it is literally 9 in the morning, and you guys are over here like this, like. 9 in the morning, bro. These guys don't even wait.
Oh, you know I'm voting for Kamala, bro. Facts. He said my guy got the MAGA hat just to throw people off the scent. He voting for Kamala. Damn right, boy. Yeah, yeah. The only Cuban voted for Kamala Harris. He got the MAGA hat, so he won't get.
The Cubans already.
He said he got the MAGA hat, so he won't get pulled over. Nah, I got the cop right here, bro. What do you mean?
In an area where nothing but sight, right? And they built the house. The driveway comes in, and a little blip that goes up, dude, that is flooded.
We're just cleaning them up here and there, little by little.
There's a Jeep running with it.
And, you know, it's all starting to come together.
Jeep was like,
So, like, right now, hey, Kenny, do we got a clipper with a taper blade on it?
water was
Yes.
I took the taper blade off of the other one. But,
Yeah, you did.
yeah.
Yeah,
Back on. Usually I like to use a clipper with a taper blade at this point and just kind of clean it off a little bit. But in the meantime, let's go ahead, let's do his hard part. So, we could actually put some product in it at this point because I've already cut the top. Oh, perfect. All right, so right here we have a little bit of a taper blade. So this right here, being that it curves, it's gonna cut a lot softer. So I'm gonna use that to detail out the rest of my blend. But before I do that, let's throw a little bit of lava clay in here from Johnny B. 25 thumbs up, appreciate that. 200 of you, that's pretty good.
Nose
Smash a
guy.
thumbs up if you guys are enjoying the content.
He said nose guy trying to act though so bad. Bro, did you go to school for English at all? Like they didn't teach you any English. What? You gotta explain yourself on that one. That cop's
Bro,
getting
like, I
that
love when people
murder
try to
feed.
insult you
And they can't type.
and they can't even
They
type.
can't type. They're so angry. They're just like flustered.
Yep.
Oh shit, my boy. Boy got that license. Reagan spread him Riz going on. I don't know what that means, brother. That's not even English. Bro got a bandage on his nose with no cut. And it's not a bandage, bro. It's a nose strip. It pulls your nostril open so you can breathe.
All right, I'll show you guys something real quick too. Right in the front of his hair, we got a little grow back. So if I look off to the side, right, I can see a bunch of little hair sticking out. So what I usually try to do is I'll try to knock them down with like a number 1 or something before I line that up, because some of you guys are just gonna pull up in there and just knock all of it off. So I'd rather not do that. That's a little better. Where are we tapping in from, guys? Where are we tapping in? Tap it in the comments. Where are you guys at? Are any of you guys in the path of this hurricane?
I want to read that dude's comment in an accent so bad. You hear what it says? You keep dreaming, North Guy. You are nothing.
Start at table calm, and then I'm pretty sure
He said Dennis was born to be a cop. He got 0 facial hair follicles. Hey man, shout out South Africa in the house. Texas, Central Cali.
South Africa's in the house?
South Africa is in the house, bro. Amsterdam's in the
Hey,
house.
what time is it in South Africa?
New York's in the house.
New York in the house? There we go.
Man, you got some good people in there, though.
We do. We do.
You
We got some
got
good
shout
people
out
up in
to
the
Jenny.
room. Shout out to you guys. Parts unknown. He said he's from Parts Unknown. All right, check it out. When I do the hard part, I'm going to tip them this way. Make it a little bit easier on myself. And I'm also going to elevate the trimmer some. And what that's going to do, when I elevate the trimmer, less of the cutting blade is going to be touching the scalp, which can make it a little bit easier to make like a thinner line.
Minnesota.
Trimmers. Look at that, y'all. Almost looks like well, I know you can't really see him. I'm gonna bring you a little closer here at the end of the haircut. Okay, so now I just want to clean off some of these little hairs on the edge of my hard part. It's kind of like anybody who wears a hard part like this, I notice it's a little bit of a pet peeve. Like they'll look and they'll see little hair sticking out right here. Right? I know you hate that, Dennis. So I usually use the inside of my shave.
There are a lot of areas that are closed out there. Like we used to go down, what was it, Everglades, and made a left instead of a right. Where after
That way, any of those little hairs that are sticking up, I've just cut them down. You can also use a clipper a little bit for this.
We'd go out there because I think it's a lot there.
Hey, Toronto in the house.
Oh, that's your people.
It's my people.
That's your people.
He said, I'm the barber. I got a salon in South Africa. Man, that's what's up, Jackson.
Hey, what do you guys charge per cut in South Africa?
Here goes the other guy. Nose guy, you are trying so hard. The truth's just a coward. I don't understand what the hell you're saying, brother. I got him twerking.
Why you got him talking like a
how
Russian?
mad he is,
You
bro.
think he's talking like a Russian?
Nah, more like the Pakistani guys, you know what I mean? Says Dennis likes to relax after a hard day by drinking White Claws and listening to Drake backwards. Yeah, you got a smile out of him, bro.
Yeah, man.
He tried to leave. He got speeding tickets to hand out.
You guys should drop a like for this guy right here. All right, he's been sitting in the chair.
Shout out to Dennis.
Putting up with all this abuse, the whole haircut.
Nah, we ain't evacuating, Jason. We ain't fucking leaving.
You're gonna have to carry us out of here.
She said, "Yay, thank you for my shout out." Of course, Jenny. Nose guy makes your streams fun. There you go.
There you go.
There you go, bro.
Sometimes you gotta liven it up a little
Kenny, look
bit.
at that on the TV. On your guest stream.
What was it?
It was a whole Griffin Creole mobile home because it was flooded.
No, we're about to get screwed. You ready for overtime, baby?
Well, yeah, they didn't deploy us yet.
What's the point?
If we get deployed, I go to the boardhouse for 24 hours until they tell us to go out.
Really?
So they have modified.
So you get 24 hours in straight pay?
Can I get a text? Yo, shit's going down. Stay inside.
Yeah, your text should be in the news about it.
You're gonna get
a
that
couple
text.
hours.
Listen, for those of us in Florida getting these hurricane updates, it'd be like, whoa! Like, bro, you'd be in the middle of sleeping on my phone, and that thing hit. I thought I was under attack. I thought it was an air horn.
I go outside to watch it.
For me, it's
Hey, that's how you know you've been here in Florida too long, when you go outside just to watch a hurricane. Oh, Jason retracted his message. Shout out to Dennis. That's a good dude. I'm following this. Is a good stream. There you go. Come back, Baron. We got you, dog. News sanding Tampa going to get 1 to 7. Road to be a millionaire, brother. Oh, okay. You fix it. News saying Tampa going to get 7 to 10 inches of water.
That's rainfall.
Yeah.
That's just rainfall,
But storm surge, bro. That's 12 feet.
12 to 13
Yeah.
feet.
ocean fish again. I don't like fish.
All right, let's see what Avi said. Terminator 2 hog rider, G.I. Joe head cut. I don't know what that means. Dennis don't care. He arrested everyone during the hurricane.
Okay, so you catch somebody speeding during the hurricane. What's protocol?
I'm not going to learn this.
He's like, nah, I'm not gonna mess around. I'm not gonna mess around. I was following a Hummer during a hurricane into Naples Park. I didn't realize how much higher that Hummer was than my truck. Bro, my truck, the headlights were underwater. They're saying they love the camo hat, bro. So my favorite,
There you go, baby. Get a little view of that
my favorite MAGA
Trump
hat is the straight red one, the one that just
of course.
really
That's a
irritates.
classic.
That just
That's a
irritates.
classic.
The liberals get so upset when they see it.
People like the hat. They're like, oh, that's the...
I just like making.
And they stop talking to him right there, mid-sentence.
I
And
had
they
that
realize
happen
what it
before.
is.
My wife makes it. Like, it's a dude that works out in my gym. He did that with my red. Like, this guy always wants to talk about football with me, everything. He seen my red MAGA hat. He stopped mid-sentence, put his headphones on, and went right back. I was like,
That's what it's meant to do.
it took him a while to warm up. I was like, bro, I'm still the same guy. Like, just because, you know. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to go through a little bit of shear over comb.
And by the way, we ain't in Jacksonville. We in Naples, Florida. Yeah, Eddie's from Buffalo. Does the cop know that you're both high as fuck? Actually, I have my medical card, so yes, he does know. And Eddie doesn't smoke anymore, so he might be drunk.
No, I don't drink either.
Does the cop?
Not till night.
I like this hairstyle. Yo, my boy, that Razor Ramon haircut is sick with it. No disrespect, G Mag all the way. All right, Loco, I appreciate you, my dude.
Yo, you know what's funny is when they seen the MAGA hat, they all calmed down a little bit. It's put the whole chat on notice.
This whole chat got
This whole
racist real
chat
quick.
just got put on notice.
How you get to work on that medicine, homie? Bro, it's like living. It's just another day. It's like cutting hair. You just don't realize anymore.
How do you get to work on that medicine? I think I know what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, how do you function and work?
He just tried to tell you, hi, how are you?
I think he
high
might be
are
on
you?
the medicine too.
Yeah.
He might be.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll put you feel sobriety.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I'll pass it. I'll do a backflip right now. You drive under the influence daily. Drive under the influence? No. I'm above the influence at that point. Or you smoke at work. Nah, I don't smoke at work, bro. Take my edibles and I'm off to work. Cop is on duty now. He's a normal guy like us. All cops are
All
normal
cops are normal
guys.
guys
What
like
the
you,
hell?
bro.
What are these
Yo.
Terminators?
Because there is
These
like
are
a bunch
AI
of people
robots.
out there, bro. There's a bunch of people out there that think cops are like some other type of human.
No soul having.
Yeah, you soulless prick.
Yo, but the best part is, y'all probably don't know what this is. This says Trend Tech. And y'all over here telling me I'm high. Not on duty. Nope, not right now. I'm about to pull up and get me that. Is there a Jew hiding under your floor? What?
Damn, bro.
Yo, my dude, do you own a MAGA hat?
Apparently, yes.
Sir added
Damn, bro.
douchebag. That guy's name fits it.
Damn.
He's not on duty, but still has to share the road with this guy who's under the influence. That's what he wrote. Yo, that fade's coming out clean.
Thank you, bro.
And that's how Dennis likes his hair. He likes a high and tight.
I know some of you guys in the chat, they think everybody should have a low fade. It'd be mostly not barbers who say that, though. Yo, I got the perfect, we're going to do a video. I already wrote up a script for you, and you're the perfect toxic person to do it. I got it, bro. When I wrote this script, I had you in mind as the main character. And we're going to do it right now, too.
Ask the cop why he got real quiet once it started to admit driving into the influence. I told you I wasn't into the influence, so I didn't admit anything. Loco, you just being out of pocket is not even funny. Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna bring you guys in for a little closer look here in a second. I'm just going through, get my last couple of detailing.
Yes, sir. Trump, baby.
Did you guys see the Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson interview last night?
No.
Oh, it was wild, bro.
Did you hear that there's supposedly having issues with electric cars up north? People are saying they're being shut off.
Really?
Yeah, people saying they can't leave Tampa Bay.
Bro, how would in all seriousness, how would an electric car do you too good, like in like the Carolinas right now?
No, you didn't see them exploding?
Bro,
See them catching fire?
no.
Yeah, they were catching fire. The water was coming in under it,
Oh, yeah,
catching
they
the
do
battery
catch
that
on
was
fire
charging.
pretty easy.
Boom, exploding.
Because they had Teslas catching on fire here during the last hurricane, too. I had a fighter telling me that it took them 3 days to put the fire out. when a Tesla catches on fire.
They have special chemicals for it now.
Yeah.
Hey, first and last, appreciate you,
Yo, Paul.
dude. Be safe.
We're gonna pull this last
Yeah, Jared.
last little move, y'all. We got the blur guard here. We're just about done. I'm just looking for like anything that I could do to make it a little bit better.
Isaac Soto has mine too at my house.
I'm waiting for the smart helmet that's gonna be haircut.
Oh, they've already hit you with that one, bro.
Yeah.
They already hit you with that one a long time ago. Yadu says, "Cop is so cool, nice acting maybe
He's
on
acting.
some undercover mission.
He's on an undercover mission.
If this was Cali, his hair would be pink." That's his dude Habib who's
said
been
no.
talking crap the entire time.
He said if this was Cali, the cops got. Yo, did the cops really got pink hair in Cali? I ain't never seen a cop with no pink hair. Not even in Cali. Although I did see the dude looking like the bed intruder working at one of them state parks. Y'all remember that viral video, the bed intruder?
Oh, he's climbing in your windows.
Snatching your people up.
Yeah.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Anybody out here?
Bring us down memory lane.
All right, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna flip you guys around. I'm gonna show you guys a little close up of the cut. Actually, this light right here is really dope. Makes it a lot easier to see what you're doing and get a really nice photo. Right here, you can see he's got like a little growth pattern right there. So I think I'm actually gonna thin that out.
You want me to take it off?
Yeah, go ahead and pop that off. You can just look. That's all that does is go back and forth.
I'm trying to take it.
That fucking thing don't want to come out.
Here, I got it.
There we go. I'm gonna go right here. Just got this one little funny spot that juts out. Kind of hoping that maybe Texas and Shears can smooth that out a little bit.
Usually downtown Fort Myers, of course, is another area that's under mandatory evacuation order. We know those areas along the Coolidge Patch, you're going to see storm surge. We saw flooding during Helena. We likely will see some of that surge again.
There we go. I think that looks a lot better.
They just updated it last night. City leaders have opened the parking garages there in downtown Fort Myers so you can get your cars off of the lower coastal areas if you have a driveway.
All right, here we go, y'all.
You can free.
You set for a second.
Right now, today to the city parking garages there.
Spin them.
Who says that she'd rather ride out Milton in her stairwell to her condo complex than go to a shelter.
Not bad, y'all. He said he definitely knows he a cop. I don't even know why I did the final spin. I know you guys been so savage in this room. All right. We do appreciate you guys for locking in with us. Even though this was, I gotta say, by all accounts, a pretty toxic live. But it was fun. Something different other than thinking about a hurricane all day. We just had a long comment come in. Let's see what it is. What they gotta say, Kane?
What the fuck?
What the hell? What's up, bro?
Yo, look at those legs, y'all. What the fuck? Dude, yours wearing pants. That's what it is. I never seen your quads. God,
You jealous? You jealous of your legs?
no, I am jealous. That's impressive.
Yeah, we got the Bills everything in here, man. That's actually Shady McCoy during the snow game right there. Got the Bills bottle cap. I got a Josh Allen. Check this out, y'all. I got a Josh Allen signed Wyoming jersey. We Bills fans over here, man. We Bills fans over here.
What did you say the other day at work? I'm gonna have to start putting my shorts on and roll on them.
You guys are a trip, man. This has been it's been too much. Throw a little aftershave on my guy here.
You like Tim's dad, we're the banana hammer. Yes, he does.
Let's say right there. Oh, another one?
No, like I'd go over there on the weekends when we were kids.
See that?
Dad has that big ass white mustache. We'd sit there like this with his fucking, his like animal print banana hammock.
a little aggressive.
His Tim's dad looks just like him, he's older. Like 6'4", 190 pounds. Yeah.
Put on some size there.
I know we give him a hard time about the sides too.
All right, brother. Be safe during the hurricane. That thing swings. See, the good thing about him during the hurricane, if he's got to deal with this, he's real tall. He'll stay above the water line without any issues. All right. I'll drown if it gets to chest high. All right, you guys, it's been real. Smash that thumbs up on the way out. If you guys were entertained, they're saying you're good looking now. You didn't get any of those comments before. She said, that man is fine as hell. She said, bro's about to lose his job. She said, you can arrest her, Dennis. No, I made that last part up. She might have said that. She might be thinking that, though. She might be thinking that. All right, you guys. Listen, really appreciate you guys for checking out on this live. I'll probably go live again. She said I'm into it.
I'll bring the cups.
I'll go live again like tomorrow or later, maybe during the storm. She said, please arrest me. So this is the YouTube Barber Academy. Smash that thumbs up if you guys had a good time watching this live. And I'll catch you guys in my next live. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, it happens in real life too.